show up to the career fair with a giant pizza.
Show up in basketball shorts.
Wear swim trunks.
And bring your pool gear.
I definitely think that that's not the best advice.
She's absolutely right. It's not the best advice. In fact, it's the worst. You see, we asked Clemson students to give us their best advice for the career fair
Have a resume.
Dress up nice.
Keep an open mind.
and their worst.
Show up in basketball shorts.
Before showing their answers to Taya,
I do counseling one-on-one or in our drop-ins to help students if they need resume reviews, cover letters, personal statements.
but we didn't tell her we asked for the worst pieces of advice before she reacted to their answers.
Wear a cool hat, because when I went there, I got free stuff because I was wearing a cool hat, which is my Waffle House hat. And the guy at the career fair for US Bank really liked it, and so he was like, hey, I just remembered I have a bunch of free merch, and so he gave me and my friends some free merch.
So, our biggest suggestion is to dress business casual for the career fair. Typically, when we're talking about business casual, we don't suggest wearing hats.
Don't just go to a million different tables at the career fair. Know which ones you want to go to and be strategic on who you're trying to see.
I do think that is great advice, but we do send out that employer list in advance so that students have the opportunity to look them up, do their research, and be very intentional about which tables they want to go to.
You should show up to the career fair with a giant pizza.
For general advice, I would say that might be a little bit cumbersome for you to carry around to the employers. Some of them might also have food to offer at their table. So if you're needing a little bit of food, maybe see if anyone at the career fair is offering any. I'll be at the career fair, and if you bring a giant pizza, I will ask for a slice.
Wear professional attire and wear a kind face, a kind smile.
Oh, I love that. I always try to say that positivity is one of the best things you can bring to an interview. And so if you can muster up all of that energy, eat your giant pizza before you come, get the calories that you need, always come into this interaction with positivity.
Show up in basketball shorts and workout shirt and whatever, and just like walk around.
Did he say to show up in basketball shorts? I definitely think that that's not the best advice. 100% business casual is the way to go. That doesn't mean you have to show up in a three-piece suit, but definitely don't show up right after a workout sweaty in your gym clothes. But if you think that's all you have, go to the career closet where every student can come and grab 2 articles of clothing per semester for interviews or professional events such as the career fair.
Look at all your options. Really take everything in. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
I love that last piece you said. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Our whole entire Center for Career and Professional Development staff will be at the career fair. And so if you have any questions, please, please, please never hesitate to ask us. And if you have questions for employers, they love to talk to you and they love to answer questions. And so no matter what, ask the questions that you need to ask.
Bring your dog to the career fair.
Again, selfishly, I would love for someone to bring a dog, but as someone who has been in this space, it is very tight, and unless it is a service animal trained to handle crowd control, it might be a little bit difficult to navigate your dog through this crowd. So my suggestion would be to leave the pupper at home for Lovin's after the career fair.
Make sure you know the dress code, dress professionally. Have a resume.
I definitely support all of what she said. If you can have at least 5 to 10 resumes to hand out to the employers that you truly want to talk to, that really gives you that extra touch with them to show that you really cared about talking to them. We are always here to look over your resumes. Show it to your friends, your family, but then always come into the career fair. Come into the career fair. But come into the Career Center. We're here to talk to you about your resumes. The Career Center is located on the 3rd floor of the Hendricks Student Center. You walk in, take the elevator up, and we are right there ready to help you out.
Wear swim trunks.
And bring your pool gear.
I wouldn't want to say that's bad advice, but that's bad advice for the career fair.
Hey Taya, how are you feeling about the advice so far?
Not all of it is great, but not all of it is bad either.
We asked the students 2 questions: what the best piece of advice they have for the career fair is, and what the worst piece of advice they have is.
That makes more sense. I was wondering where they came up with the answers, and I was like, By swim trunks, I was like, I feel like there might be a pattern here. Something's going on, but I didn't know exactly what. Finally knowing and having the knowledge that it was in fact them being asked for the worst advice, I felt a little bit better. Have fun at the career fair. If you come to Little John Coliseum, you'll check in at a check-in counter and then go into the Coliseum at the circle area, and we will have hundreds of employers set up with tables.
You heard Taya's advice, go to the career fair. But before you go, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Clemson Student Affairs. Go Tigers! I'm not gonna go anywhere till you do.